Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you're applying for a new job and your goal is to stand out and get hired, then this video is for you. In our previous discussion, we explored using scenario planning to identify possible career paths. So let's assume that you already decided on your dream job. The next question is how to position yourself to stand out as a potential candidate. In this video, I'll show you how to use scenario planning to think critically about the hiring process, prepare for possible outcomes, and stay adaptable. And also reflect effectively using structured framework to gain self-awareness and improve your strategies. Lastly, apply practical tips to craft a standout application, research companies, and optimize your profile on LinkedIn. So if you're ready to take the next step in your career, let's get started. Scenario planning isn't just a long-term strategy, it's a powerful mindset for tackling uncertainties in any process, including job hunting. So here's how to apply it. So first of all, you need to define your objective. For example, your objective could be landing a role in marketing or joining a company with a mission that you believe in. And anticipate possible scenarios. So here you can break down the best case, worst case, unexpected outcome you might face. And then you can prepare for each scenario. What actions can you take now to be ready for these possibilities? For example, best case scenario, your tailor's application stands out and you nail the interview. What's next? And the worst case scenario, you get rejected. So what? But instead of giving up, you can ask for feedback and then refine your approach. An unexpected scenario could be the role you're applying for is only filled internally, but your profile impresses the hiring manager enough to consider you for another position. You never know. So by thinking ahead, you stay proactive and adapt no matter the outcome. Speaking of unexpected challenges, let me share some quick stories from my time managing Proma, not a bar. It's a rooftop bar in Saigon. So one night in the middle of an event, our speakers, the sound system, the speakers decided to take an unplanned holidays. So in the middle of the night, it just stopped working and leaving, us hundred of guests like were dancing on the floor, DJ were playing, and suddenly no sound. Another time, our storage room was flooded in the middle of the storm because somebody jumped from the balcony onto the roof and create a serious damage. So what did I learn? The lesson here is to expect the unexpected and always have a backup plan. And if you're like me, you would have a backup of a backup of a backup plan. Here are some practical tips to stand out in the job market. Research the company deeply. Before applying, dive into the company's values, culture, and goals. And here's how. Exploring their website, mission statements, and recent updates. You can check out, use professional platforms like, Glassdoor, Indeed, or LinkedIn. Actually, LinkedIn is the best platform to gain insight from, current employees and see what people post about, where they're from, the background, and you can really dive deep into the culture. Also, pay attention to their social media content. It often reveals their priorities and style. And then, tailoring your application to align with the company's vision demonstrates initiative and sets you apart. The next one would be optimize your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn is your professional calling card, and recruiters often check your profile before reaching out. So here's how to make your profile shine. Catering your professional headline. Clearly state your current role or desired career. For example, data analyst, problem solver, passionate about leveraging insight. You need to do your own research to see other industry experts. What are their headlines? And also in the about or summary section, highlight your career goals, skills, and values. Keep it concise but impactful. Also in the experience section, use measurable results to showcase achievement. For example, improved operational efficiency by 20% through process optimization. Stay active, share relevant posts, comments thoughtfully, and also connect with the industry professional. And also, you need to treat LinkedIn like a professional portfolio, not a casual social media account. There's other platform for it. For example, keep your personal life private, because LinkedIn is a platform where you can share insight on certain like information in the industry, and also you can, by showcasing your belief, your values, your goal, this is where you can set yourself apart from other candidates, and this is where you can show the potential hiring manager who you are. The key here is to focus on your skills and goals. Before we continue, I'd like to say a big thank you. If you feel my content adds value to your growth, I really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like this video, and leave a comment below. Your support not only helps with the algorithm, but also allows me to grow this channel and reach more people who can benefit from the content. So thank you so much. Customize your CV and cover letter. I can assure you, generic applications won't stand out. So take your time to tailor your CV and cover letter for each role you want to apply, aligning your values with the company's mission, highlighting your most relevant skills and experiences. Do not put irrelevant information or past experience that has nothing to do with the role that you are trying to apply for. Addressing the hiring manager directly where possible. These little extra efforts can make all the difference. And the next one is take initiative. Don't be afraid. Actually, be brave and don't rely solely on job posting. You can take initiative by reaching out directly to the companies you admired, even if they aren't hiring. So your proactive approach might lead to future opportunities or valuable connections. You never know. And if they're not interested, ask for feedback, because it's a great opportunity to grow. Also, you need to prepare for interviews carefully. Think through potential questions and your answers in advance. And here you can actually use scenario planning to prepare for, different questions. For example, questions related to behaviors. Tell me about the time you faced a major challenge at work. Or some hypothetical questions like, how would you handle in this ABC situation? So always link your strengths and values to the company's need. The power of reflecting with frameworks. Now let's talk about reflection. It's a key part of both personal and professional growth. You probably heard the advice to journal your thoughts and feelings. I've been journaling for 3 years now. This is me. And why I think it's a fantastic tool. I learned that journaling alone isn't always enough. Because when we write without structure, we risk falling into repetitive loops of thought. So that's why I started using frameworks for reflection. a skill I developed during my MBA program at Brunel University. In our leadership management skills workshop, we have to write reflective essays after each section, and we need to focus on the key takeaways rather than summarizing everything. And then we need to identify how to apply what we learned in real life situation. And this approach taught me how to stay focused and avoid emotional overthinking. Also, I learned how to balance emotions with clear and actionable insight. Also, I use reflections as a tool for growth rather than just venting. During my MBA, I often use scenario planning not just to prepare for the future, but also to reflect on the past event. And here's how it worked. By answering these questions: how did I behave in that situation? How did I feel when it happened? What triggers my emotion? Why did I get triggered? By who or what? Knowing what I know now, would I act differently? Or was it still the best decision for me? By analyzing these questions, I began noticing the patterns in how I approach challenges, like when I was too reactive instead of proactive. So you can use similar reflection during your job search. For example, after submitting an application or interview, you can ask yourself, what went well? What could I improve? How did I feel during the process? And why? What can I do differently next time? So look for the patterns. Are there recurring challenges in your approach? Recognizing them helps you define your strategy. Also, set clear intentions for the future. I like to use a metaphor that might put things into perspective. Marriage and dating. Finding the right job is like finding the right partner. Before committing to a long-term journey, you need to date, explore different opportunities to see what aligns with your values and your aspirations. And here's a funny fact. For me, I always been selective, and the dating game has never been my thing. I dislike this kind of mind games or sugar-coated conversations just to impress someone. But when I commit, I fully commit. This applies to my career as well. So I research organizations carefully to ensure they are a good fit. Landing your dream job takes more than sending applications. It's about commitments with the right strategy, combining scenario planning, structures, reflection, and practical action. So you can use scenario planning to stay adaptable and reflect through frameworks to improve your decision making. Also, take the time, the steps, and effort to make your CV stand out. Tailoring your cover letter and optimize your LinkedIn profile. So I wish you all the best on your job hunt and get hired. So thank you so much for staying with me until the end, and please remember to subscribe, like and share the video for those who need. Until next time, take care and goodbye for now.